guys, today I'm filming the finale for my Project Tan Pan Fall Edition. If you guys did not see my intro or any of my other updates, I will have a playlist linked up in the cards. I'm filming this video on December 5th and I've been done with the products I knew I would finish for probably like 2 weeks now, but I had other videos that were more time sensitive to film, which is why I'm filming this a little bit later. And of course, as you know, it is being posted quite a bit later, which is why I'm telling you what day it is. So I'm just going to start by showing you the progress on all of the items that I had from last month. And the first thing was something I had added in last month. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and this is a really nice moisturizing primer. I like the way it makes my skin look and feel. This is not an ideal primer for my skin type because I am a little bit too oily for this. This is something I would like to get in a travel size though, so I could use it more throughout the winter and really see if I can get this to work for my skin because I really like it for some reason. So I would recommend this if you do have a dry skin type and you're looking for a more moisturizing primer. Then I had a foundation combination I was using, and I really used this for, I would say, like, in my past update. That month I used it almost every day. It was pretty consistent about it, but over this past month I just used it some. I think I did good for like the first 2 weeks, and the last 2 weeks I was like, whatever, I'm not going to use it up anyway. So the first foundation in the combo is the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo in Light 43 Warm. And this is one of those foundations where it pumps upwards. So I was right here at my last update, and now I'm right up here. So only a small amount of progress, which again, like I said, I really didn't consistently use this one. I don't like this foundation. It's too heavy and thick on my skin, and it does not look nice, and it's not the easiest to blend out, which is why I mixed it with the ColourPop No Filter foundation at Fair 15. I don't like this formula either, but it does help to thin out the consistency of this one, and I do get a good shade match. I just don't like the way this one looks on my skin. I don't like the way it wears necessarily. I want to use these up, but I feel like it's going to be the biggest pain. As much foundation as I wear, I don't layer a ton because I do wear full coverage foundation, so it doesn't necessarily need to be layered. So this foundation, I actually tried to measure it, and I'm exactly at the same place, or maybe like a little bit below, so I didn't even bother measuring it. So there's that, nothing that exciting. Then we do have my Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I hit pan on this in the first update, but I was just working to expand the pan, and I have expanded it since my last update. You can see there's just a tiny bit here around the rim, and I had thought about repressing it, but I decided to just work through it as is, and this is something I do want to try to finish completely in 2020, and I will repress it then. I'm so glad I put this bronzer in this project because I absolutely fell in love with it. I think the formula is great, and this is a fantastic color for me in the fall time, so I'm going to cross my fingers this will be part of the spring Ultimate 21 Days of Beauty, and if so, I will absolutely repurchase this. Such a good product, and I know that these bronzers are really dense and can be hard to work through, so I was so surprised with how much I was able to finish up. And the last product is something I added in last month. It is a little mini of the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is a product I absolutely love, and I tend to have several backups of. I get this as a free gift all the time, which I'm very happy about. So I enjoy this. This is a product that I would purchase in the full size if I can get it for like a really great discount, but you guys know I'm not in love with setting sprays. I'm not convinced by setting sprays, I should say, but I tend to have a bunch and I buy them, but this is a good one. Then I have my IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil and Universal Taupe. So the second mark is where I was last update, and the bottom mark is where I am now. So I did make a slight bit of progress, but I think this line, or I should say the gap, should actually be smaller. I don't know that I measured it exactly right, because really it takes like 2 months of everyday use to be able to see any kind of a chunk of progress. And here is how much product I have left, which is insane. I usually blow through brow pencils, and I know that several other people have been painting these at the same time. Makeup by Mariella, Alex from One Beauty Addict. We've all been panning this, and it is amazing how long it's been taking all of us to work through it. So I am putting this on hold, but this is something I am going to try to finish up next year. I had a couple backups of this, some freebies, and I think I'm going to end up putting them in the giveaway pile because it's just going to take me so long to get through that, and it's kind of gotten on my nerves. I mean, I actually like the product. I think it has a nice creamy consistency. The color works well for me, but it's just annoying me that it's moving so slowly. The next product was my Too Faced eyeshadow in Sweet Peach. I was using to set my primer. As you can see, it is completely used up. I wasn't so sure because every time I've repressed it, I've used too much alcohol and I've had to add in some other similarly colored powders to it, which has been adding product. So that was an eyeshadow, I think I already said, that came from the Sweet Peach palette, but I will show you it is all used up from here as well. So I am happy to have another matte cream used up out of my collection. It's not the best shade for me because it is a little too dark and peachy, but I was able to make it work. And then the very last product is my Maybelline Lasting Drama eye pencil in the shade Striking Copper. I'm going to insert a picture of all of my progress lines on a piece of paper. And I've already expressed my love for this product to you guys several times before. I feel like this has gotten so small, which is amazing. I mean, listen, that's still going to take me forever to get through, but I've fallen in love with this product. It's an amazing formula. It's a beautiful color, and I'm so sad that this shade was discontinued and a couple of the other really pretty shades. The formula is still around, but I mean, I guess this line is still around, but like half the shades are gone, so that's a shame. But this is an amazing product, and I am really happy that I have a backup of this one. So now I'm going to run through all the other products I used up in this project to give you my final thoughts on them. If you want more information and you want to see my progress, then check out my previous updates. So first, I've got 4 mini face primers I used up. Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For mattifying primer. It was actually very easy to work with for a matte primer, and I would be happy to get another mini, but this is not something I would purchase in the full size just because that would be too big, it'd be too much, and it would take me forever to get through it, and considering I really would only wear this in the summer when I'm at my most oily. So I would love to have a mini, but never a full size. And then the other 3 primers I didn't like at all. CoverFx Calming Primer did nothing for me. Water Cloud Primer, I guess hydrated a little bit, made me greasy. And then the Becca Skin Love Brighten and Blur Primer. It did not brighten or blur. I did not like the scent of this, and the texture was really thick and felt gross on my skin. So none of these did anything for me. They're not right for my skin type, and I wouldn't recommend them. Like I said, this is not right for my skin type either, but I still really enjoyed this primer, the way it looked, the way it felt on my skin, and these I didn't like at all. So I would recommend the Smashbox Primerizer over any of these. Then I had 2 foundation products. This is the Tarte Foundcealer in the shade 13 in Fair Neutral. A beautiful medium coverage foundation with a dewy finish. It looks amazing on the skin, however, it does not hold up on my oily skin, so I would not repurchase it, but I would absolutely recommend this for people that have more of a dry, normal skin type. I did also use up a mini of the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in the shade Fair. I currently have the matte CC Cream, and I like that one a little bit better just because it's a little bit more long wearing, but that one also has a different texture. It is more of like a thick, not too thick, but it's like a moussey consistency, which I don't mind. But this is a product that does give a medium coverage. It has more of a natural finish. I would be happy to use it more minis, but it's not something I would buy in the full size because it's not necessarily long wearing. Or I wear my makeup for like 14, 16 hours, and it's not that long wearing, and it isn't the most mattifying for me, so I would not purchase it, but it's a good product. And again, something I would recommend to others, just not if you're super oily. And then I did use up my ColourPop No Filter Concealer in Light 10 and the white shade. I do have a backup of the white shade. My friend Jean decluttered it to me, and this is an amazing product to use to lighten up your concealers. The formula works well with any concealer. It has enough pigment to it, but it's not too thick that it can't be blended out or mixed together with other formulas. I really do like the formula of the ColourPop concealer. It's great. I would say it's like a high medium coverage with more of like a satin finish. It's great for under eye blemishes, but as you guys know, I love this best putting it over top of foundation on my cheeks to help build up coverage. I will not repurchase this because I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear Maximum Cover foundation that I'm using in the same way. So I do recommend this product. It's just not something I'm going to be purchasing anytime soon. Then I've got some powder. So I used up a mini of the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. I actually did not like this one. The cooling sensation was weird to me. It did go away pretty quickly because I did take the product out of this container and put it into a separate container. And I didn't like the formula of the powder. It wasn't special. It didn't set my makeup the best, so it's not something I would repurchase. Then I had the Bare Minerals Original Loose Foundation in the shade number 3, Fairly Light. This did give some great coverage, but it looked cakey on my skin because I put it on top of a liquid foundation, and I would not use a pressed powder foundation, especially loose on its own. I'm just a little bit too nervous for that, and I feel like it would make a mess. I wouldn't apply it correctly, it wouldn't give me the best coverage, but I should have made myself test this product out that way a few times so I could test my fear, but that's not something that I would repurchase. But if you are interested, I know some people have been finding these, the original and the matte version, popping up at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Then I've got some setting sprays. I had 2 of the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. Fine, didn't do anything amazing for me. Same with the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I wouldn't repurchase any of these. They were just okay. My next face product is something I just wanted to hit pan on. This is a Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Light. As soon as I hit pan on this, I stopped using it because this is a product that is too old in my collection. It has a funny smell and the color started to look odd on me. This is not something I would go out of my way to repurchase. I have other products in my collection that I really enjoy the color and the formula of, but when this was brand new, it was good. This is a very subtle highlight though, and I don't think everyone would love that, but it's a good product. But I feel really happy I was able to hit pan. I feel like that means I did get my money's worth, and I'm okay letting it go now. Then I did have one eye product. This is the Balm Batter Up Shadow Stick in the shade Curveball, which is an amazing rose gold copper color, and it is completely used up. I scraped out all the product, put it in a sample jar to apply it with a brush. I love this formula. It's very pigmented, it's very creamy, it doesn't crease, it is really long lasting. I wish they had better shades in this line, but this one is incredible. I have several things that are similar but nothing quite like this. I will definitely repurchase it. Then I've got some lip products. This is the Grande Lips Hydrating Lip Plumper, and I had rolled this over from my Fun in the Sun project pan. I do really like this. It makes my lips look full, and it is warming. It's a little tingling, but it's not too intense for me. I would be happy to use up some more minis. I do already have one other in my collection, but it's not something I like enough to purchase it in the full size. Then I have my 2 colored lip products. This is the Tarte Color Splash lipstick in the shade Rum Punch. This is just like a basic warm but slightly beige nude, and it's a basic cream formula. It was fine. I don't see why this formula is worth spending the money, so it's not something that I would repurchase. Then I have the e.l.f. Tinted Lip Oil in Nude Kiss. It's a beautiful color. It feels very comfortable on the lips, but because this is an oil, it wears off in like 15-20 minutes, which is crazy to me. It's just it's not long lasting enough. Like if it could last an hour on me, I'd actually be happy with that, but I would not repurchase that either. So guys, I am feeling super successful with all the things I was able to finish up in this project, and you will see my winter project 10 pan coming up next. I hope you guys will be excited for that, and I would love to know what things you are panning currently and what your panning projects are going to be for 2020. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.